Hey everybody, this is Noel Pulanco and Mike Stout. There he is. I always jump the gun on him. This is the Big Guys Biz Show, and I'm super excited because we've got a great personality with us today and a very knowledgeable expert in her field, and it is Mary Fain Brandt with Mary Fain Brandt Consulting.
I know, so not unique or unusual, but I am my brand, and so it's my name.
You're the only Mary Fain Brandt brand that I know.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's working. It's working.
It is working. So Mary and I met a couple of weeks ago now at a networking event where there was a bunch of different kind of businesses. And Celine introduced us because she thought that maybe we sometimes talk to some of the same type of people, business owners that are trying to figure out how they can level up, how they can expand their business, how they can stay in tune with technology, all of those things. Obviously, I can help with staffing by giving them staff a lot cheaper by hiring outsourced people. And Mary's got a very cool thing that everybody wants to know about, and that is AI. She's an expert in certain types of AI. And Mary, introduce yourself and then kind of tell us what your specialty is, and then we'll chat.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me on the show. And it was so great to meet you. I love networking and meeting interesting people. So, Mike, we haven't had a chance to meet in person, but we'll fix that in the next month. I'll drive to the east side or something and we'll grab lunch because I'm all about humans. So I want
right
that
down
to
the
go.
road, so
I am. But I want everyone to know, like, when you say AI, people are like, oh, it's going to take your jobs away. You know, the world is ending. I'm here to tell you no. So my backstory is I started as a career coach, and then all my clients needed help on LinkedIn, positioning and how to, you know, be found, be seen, and get hired. So I went into LinkedIn, and then I started doing like LinkedIn branding and positioning for business owners. So I'm always this forward thinker, which is now called futurist. So I have this ability like, oh, this is coming down the pipeline. Maybe I should go that avenue. Everything works together. Career coaching, LinkedIn, I'm doing all LinkedIn, and early 2023, like really early January, AI is the buzz, right? In the background, everyone's talking about AI, and I was anti-AI. I'm going to let y'all know. I was like, no way, not on my watch. We're not using AI on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for conversations and connections. Hell no. And then I started seeing, oh, maybe there's room for some AI. And I saw a friend who had a marketing agency for 20 years jump into the program where I got my certification. I saw her go there, and I was like, okay, if a copywriter, agency owner is embracing AI, I need to look at this. I need to open up my mind. And that's what I want the listeners to do. Open up your mind to AI. So I want to say that first, AI is not here to take our jobs. It will take some, but it's really here to be used as a productivity tool, efficiency tool, and to help our small business owners be more effective. Because Noel, like you said, you help with VAs, right? VAs and AI go together.
Sure.
Let's all work smarter, not harder. And let's, you know, my new tagline is, I help take the chaos out of your business.
Nice. Like it. So, I think people are super scared of, maybe not even scared, but for sure ignorant of what AI can do. And, you know, the same thing when we say, hire a virtual assistant. No, we're not replacing staff. We're helping you add a body, but AI can help that body be a lot more productive. Just like you said, I mean, anybody that's had any kind of sales job has used a CRM. Accounting people are using spreadsheets because they hate life, I would guess. But it's a tool that you got to use. But the interview we did last week was with the guy that really helps kind of tie in some of the processes and stuff in your business to help AI kind of take over some of those. And he mentioned a little bit like there's a Facebook kind of interaction AI that can help you stay up with some of your communications and stuff. But I know when you and I talked, and you just mentioned that LinkedIn's kind of your specialty, right? Is that solely where you're focused?
No. Okay. I'm still doing LinkedIn branding and positioning, but I'm working with business owners that are service providers and surprisingly brick and mortar. Like, I didn't think that would be someone that would want to work with AI, but a local flower shop. He's on Instagram, small business owner, right? What, 3 to 4 people? They don't have a marketing team. So what I do is I help those business owners that don't have a marketing team or have a team of one. A team of one cannot do your email, your social, your SOPs, there's just so much. They can't do it well. And I think the thing with AI, the fear is it's unknown. We always fear the unknown. That's our human DNA, right? But once you start learning responsibly and ethically how to use AI, you get more comfortable with it. I think the other fear that people have is it's not going to sound like me. How does it know who I am? And that's a good fear, because if you're not trained on how to use AI, it won't sound like you. It won't feel like you. It will not hit the pain points of your clients. And so that's my specialty, is coming in and helping you create human-like AI assistants. So whether it's content, I love the email marketing component. I worked with a videographer who's launching this new founder series, video capturing the founder's video, and he doesn't have his SOP set up. And so he's a party of one who has other camera people, but I'm like, look, let's set up your SOPs. Let's set up your email funnel and your email sequence for those that have signed up. Where's that thank you email? That next, hey, here's what to expect. Thank you for doing business. Hey, I want a recommendation. All of that has been so manual, right? And so with the right AI tool, you can systemize. I love systems and processes. So whoever was on last week, I need to go watch that show. So, systems, processes, AI, and VAs, these are all tools to help us be more successful business owners and to help us deliver more value to our clients.
And you, I know that when we talked, the initial, just the chat bots and those things, I mean, you could tell pretty quickly that you're talking to a chat bot, right?
Yes.
But on the social media platforms, pushing out content, pushing out ads, and even some of the messaging, that's some of the stuff that you can kind of help tailor-made specific, so it sounds like me, or it sounds like
tailor-made, so it sounds like you, it sounds like Mike. I worked with Christian Veals. I don't know, she was at the conference with Jay Smiley over in the corner doing the video stuff. She is a marketing brand person, and literally I wish I would have captured her face. She was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm helping her organize her emails and her event stuff, and she was like, I'm a marketing person, and that just blew me away. So it's about how I've trained, and I understand how it works, so I can help you understand. And so with content, SOPs, HR, emails, the image stuff, I go back and forth on that. I play with making images in AI. I don't like any of them 100%. You have to really prompt it a lot, but it is easier than me trying to design something in Canva, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to take away from graphic artists, but sometimes we need an image to go with a post. Mm-hmm. I don't have time to wait for the graphic designers. So with your AI assistants, they don't call in sick. They don't talk back. They don't say, no, I can't get this done, right?
Well, not yet.
And they're not asking for a raise.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Not yet, right? Until they want to take over. Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of different tools out there. And I think one tip that I would give people that are listening, okay, I'm ready to dabble. Don't get lost in SOS, shiny object syndrome. That's what I do, right? I test all these little different products out. You don't need 20 tools to run your business. You probably need 5 to 10, to be honest, 5 to 10.
And figure out how to use them, right?
And figure out how to use them, because let me see who has ever bought a tool or an app or a program and then never used it? Me, right here.
I've definitely never done
Okay, everybody raise their hand. You give us a high five if you're watching or listening. Who has bought tools and apps and then never used them? Me. So I don't want other people to go down that path. Start small. What's one thing in your business that you wish you didn't have to do. Is it copy? Is it a landing page? Is it content? Or is it the email funnel? Is it the welcome series? What do you not want to do? Start with that and then get that dialed in and then add to it. Don't try to have AI take over everything. You're going to get frustrated.
And so, I mean, in my other networking group, actually that I just joined kind of permanently now, you know, there's all different kinds of businesses in there, and a lot are, you know, like hands-on type businesses, pool guy, AC company, landscaper, but there is like a video guy in there. There's pest control, a couple of realtors, and a lot of these people, you know, they're good out on the street, and they're okay at talking to people about what they do, but they're awful at even just Facebook. So we did a whole meeting about get on Facebook, create videos if you're not doing it. And this is one platform that we kind of spent the whole day on. And half of the room was like, yeah, I've never done a video on Facebook. And it's like, okay, that's for us older folks, right? I've been on Facebook and YouTube for 7 or 8 years now doing videos at least. But it's like, okay, you just get over that one hump, at least do the video. Now what are you going to do with it? And we were kind of talking about making sure that you're liking other people's posts, sharing, putting something up that people can like and share. But I feel like just getting people over that one little hurdle to start paying attention to their social, if they could have the help of making it almost automatic, or as close to that as possible, would really be useful. But again, like you said, I think they're scared they don't know how to dip their toe in the water to figure it out.
Yeah, so it's about being consistent. And who has hours to sit and create all kinds of content? No. And those people that you just talked to, those are the ones that I was surprised that wanted to work with me. One of my first clients was a solar company, right? And at the end, he's like, you just saved me 23 hours of time. Yeah. I was like, I did. He's like, you don't know how long it would have taken me to do this. Or the picture lady that I worked with, she named her assistant Molly. And she has, so her assistant is Molly, and she has a couple assistants because Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, those and emails, you have to understand those are all different writing styles. And she's writing to different audiences. So I create assistants specifically for your business, your platform, your clients. So
that's a great point, because when you and I met and you kind of went through the spiel, I hate to call it that, but educating me, we looked, Mike, and she looked at my LinkedIn. She's like, yeah, that's pretty lame. So
let's not look at mine.
Yeah. So
let me go pull yours up right now and I'll send you my done for you package.
So like for the property, and it kind of depends on what type of business you're trying to get. So like on the property management side, we've really focused on the other socials, trying to get, you know, I want realtors to see me so that they know they can refer me over their owner clients, right? But on the virtual assistant side, I really need business owners to find me. It's a different audience than...
They're on LinkedIn.
Right.
Just want you to know business owners are over there.
So shout out to Drea Hespin. She did tell me this about a year ago now. That's when we kind of created the LinkedIn or started paying more attention to it. So we are posting stuff there now. But I know that we're not doing a good enough job, and that's why I wanted to meet with you. So people out there that if you're trying to connect with other business people, not just advertise what you're selling. So like in property management, real estate, I'm just kind of trying to advertise what I'm selling, and I want realtors to know that I can help them. But on the virtual assistant side, it's really important that other business people are seeing that I've got something that can help their business, right? So business to business connections, it's really, if you're not on LinkedIn, you're missing out, right?
Absolutely. LinkedIn has had phenomenal growth. When I started, it was like 480,000 people, or 480 million. It's 1 billion. B2B, that's where it's happening. Wow. It's about the relationships. I speak all over the world because my network is global. I am found because my profile is optimized and because I'm active. It's not just about an optimized profile, right? That's like step one. And then building out a strong and strategic network, and then engagement. So I always say there's 3 levels to LinkedIn, but you know, you start with your profile because you have 6 seconds to capture someone's attention. So what does your profile say?
And I don't want to make it sound like that's all that you do, but you are an expert in creating the LinkedIn profile and helping manage that, right?
I do that. I have a done for you package because the people I work with are busy business owners and high level. They do not have time. They know they need to be there. They don't want to create it. It's not their specialty. Writing about yourself is not easy for anyone. And so I come in and you know what? I'm great at writing about other people and promoting them. I can do that all day long. You know who has a hard time writing about themselves? Me.
Yeah.
Because that's not natural to write about yourself. So that is one service that I do is a done for you LinkedIn revamp. I do all the work. You do a worksheet. We meet for like 35 minutes. Boom, that's it. And I do everything else for you. You go sip on your vanilla latte or your cold beer.
Sugar-free. Yeah, beer sounds good. Mike likes whiskey. But
Whiskey. Old fashioned.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a good cherry and a slice of orange at the top.
You know, there's
between a good Manhattan and a good old fashioned. So
I'll take you.
I kind of grew up on Manhattan, so and up.
There's a new cocktail machine, which is as close as you can get to an AI bartender, where you just put the stuff in and it spits it out. Maybe for Christmas, Mike, you'll get one of those. We'll see.
I doubt it.
And there's something about pouring it with a big ice cube. I like to smash the cherry at the bottom.
It's called muddling.
Yeah, muddle. I couldn't think of the word. Thank you. Muddling the cherry. Smash the cherry.
So
put the ice cube in. Okay.
So after a drink and you get people loosened up, they have the during their session with you, you're kind of getting a feel for like how they want to present themselves, what they're about. And, you know, for people that are scared to even, you know, just as an example, the landscaper guy, he's got his stuff pretty well figured out. But the pool company lady, her and her husband are just kind of starting out. She has a hard time even talking about it at all. So are you pretty good at getting that kind of stuff out of them and help them figure out what they need to say?
Well, funny you should ask, because I had a colleague and client that called me the story extractor, because I have a way of extracting stories out of just about anyone. Like, look at you, Mike. I was asking you questions before and you're like, I'm like, oh, really? I want to know. Where are you from? What do you do? I know you like whiskey now, so we're going to meet for old fashions. But yes, I have a way of extracting stories because part of my brand, so my brand is fun, informative, casual, and conversational. And it's through the conversations that the aha and the magic happens. It's through having that conversation with my client that I really understand what they're about, what nonprofits do they support? Where do they volunteer? Do they have dogs? Do they have cats or birds? You know, are they from here? Are they from somewhere else? Like, who are they as a person? How does that intertwine with their business, right? And then extracting the little client and customer and behind the scenes story, because that's all content. If you walk around with me, if you spend enough time with me, if we're together, I'll be like, oh, that's a piece of content, take a picture. Oh, that's content, let's do a video. I literally can walk around, and if you hang out with me for 1 hour, you will have content.
I kind of get that way too, is because I'm always trying to think of what I'm going to talk about in next week's videos. You know, I usually shoot a week or two in advance. So yeah, I mean, our neighbors just moved out. They were clearly hoarders. They left. The whole front of their house was stacked with garbage. Luckily,
so you should take a picture of that and then you post it about your VA. Like, does your business feel like this? Let us help you lighten the load.
I'm also going to talk about why you do quarterly inspections or biannual inspections with your tenant to know you've got a hoarder, so that 2 years later, you know, it's
so
not
scary. I just don't get that.
But just stuff like that, like you said, like that's something I can make a video or 3 about and tie it back into property management and why you need somebody to do.
If you do any speaking, talking, or longer videos, Video AI is one of my favorite chop it up and dice it AI tools that actually captions your videos. I did a 35-minute talk at the Glendale Chamber on AI, and my friend Alex came and recorded it for me. I put it in Video AI, and I got 42 clips in 5 minutes.
So you did a talk about AI video, and then the AI chopped up your video? That's amazing.
What? You want to hear what's even funnier? At the end of the presentation, I said, oh yeah, you guys, this presentation was made with an AI tool. It's all my data. but there's a tool that you can use that organizes it, stacks it up, makes it look pretty, put some graphs in there. What? Because who likes spending hours using Canva to create a presentation? Or worse, Microsoft, what is that called? Oh yeah, PowerPoint 2004 called. They want that back.
Ooh.
Right? So who likes doing that? Nobody.
Yeah.
So you're telling me there's a tool that can take a class I taught once and sorry to interrupt you. Now you got me interested.
Yeah.
And it cuts into little whatever videos I could post on my website for training classes.
There are so many different tools out there. It's just, what do you need?
Wow.
Right? And what is the right tool? So I have my AI top 10 tool list. So if your listeners want that, Noel, I will drop that link for you. So, because there's a lot of tools out there, right? So these are pretty much all of these I've tested, I like. If I haven't used it, there's a reason I like it. I've done my research. And some of them are simple and some of them are more complex.
Well, I think
the one you just talked about.
Yeah.
Well, I
think people should talk to you and at least get your expertise, and then maybe you can point them in the right direction, or just hire you to take over and do it for them. I want to use AI, but I don't want to be an AI expert. There's already too much data going in here. Right.
It's not for everyone. I don't think everyone should be an AI expert. I think everyone should play in the lane where you're golden. This is your business inside out and you love it. Mm-hmm. AI is a tool to let you still love your business. Sure. The thing with me is, like I said before the show, I have a gazillion degrees, right? Not a gazillion. I have a lot. I love to learn.
I think you said 3. That's close to a gazillion.
Well, then a gazillion certifications.
3 is 3 more than I have.
So I love to learn. So for me to learn something new that I can actually use and then help others, that is exciting for me. So that's why I keep learning. Okay, I'm a career coach, and now, I was an event planner. I did that in a past life. And then, let me learn LinkedIn because people needed help with it. Oh, AI is here. Why not go learn that and get a certification in that?
Well, you definitely have the energy and the personality that I think you can make anybody comfortable with, at least meeting and talking about it. And I feel like if people aren't paying attention or they wait too long, they're going to miss the boat a little bit. Now, it's never too late to get in, but how much business are you going to missing if you wait forever to jump in, and how much time? If you wait
forever, you're probably at some point you're going to shut your doors because the competition will be able to outperform you.
Yeah. And I talk to people all the time that say, I don't have time to figure this out. It's like, you got 2 hours to meet or an hour to figure it out.
Yeah. And you don't have to figure it out altogether. But okay, for the month of June, I'm going to have a consultation call with Mary so I can understand, should I use it? Can I use it? How? Mm-hmm. Maybe the month of July, you do implementation 1. Maybe you let that sit for 60 days. And then we revisit what is step 2, right? You don't have to bite off the whole thing at once. Sure. But I do say, if you're a business owner and you're not embracing AI in this near future in some way, you will be left behind and the competition will still be standing because they're going to be more equipped to serve the clients.
Well, I think that we're getting close to where I like to keep this on time, but that is a great way to kind of finalize just and wrap up the whole conversation. Is if you don't know what you're missing, you're going to miss it, right?
Yeah. It's like, think about typewriters. Right?
I try not to.
I know they're obsolete, but think about things going through, right, that we no longer use. So
I can't believe the worst thing I do all day is try to type on my phone. It my thumbs it thinks I'm saying wild stuff. And I forget all the time, if I just hold the microphone down, it'll do it for me.
I just use voice to text. You can do that with AI too.
Yeah.
On your phone.
But that's what I'm saying. That is where all this stuff is going. You don't have to manually. Right?
Yeah. It's a tool. It's a productivity tool.
Well, this is so good. I could talk to you for an hour because you're awesome.
Yeah, maybe we need to have you on again.
Yeah. Mike,
I'd be happy to.
Mike, do you have any follow-up or any last questions for Mary?
I was thinking about one, and let's suppose that Noel and I were trying to get the attention of say a company, and we keep reaching out to them. We don't get responses. Could you help us with that?
I don't know the company. I don't know how you were trying to get them. So
we just want to have them on the podcast.
Yeah, we would just want to interview them because I wear their shirts all the time and they're local.
Well, let's talk off.
There you go.
Off camera, because I bet you I could.
All right, cool. Well, everybody out there watching, thank you for checking this out. It's Mary Fain Brandt Consulting. You see how to contact her on here. And for any business, any size, right? Even if you're a one-man, one-woman show.
1 man, 3 man. Yeah. I love supporting small business owners because they're the heart of, they're really the heart of America. And they're definitely becoming the heart of Arizona. I love that about Arizona, that the small business community is strong and solid and growing. And being a former career coach, the trajectory is more small business, more contract, more gig. We're moving into a gig economy. So
yeah, even for your side gig. I mean, let's get the AI working on the side gig.
Absolutely.
I love it. Well, thanks everybody for checking this out. Again, contact Mary. She's easy to talk to and she can help you. Mike, as always, I appreciate you. And we'll see everybody next time on the Big Guys Biz Show.
See you guys.
Ciao.